Hello everyone, my name is Sudha. You can call me Sue if you like. I'm here to read out books. I intend to read out different types of books which I hope will help people who aim to learn by listening. I love to read, and of lately I haven't given enough time to my reading. So I thought with me, like, I was engaged in all kinds of different works and I didn't have time to give some good amount of substantial amount of time to reading. So I couldn't find myself. So I thought there would be many people who would be looking to read some books but don't have the time or the resource. So what I came up with, if I'm reading, why not read it out loud, and why not read it out in front of a camera? Yes, it's my first video and I'm not good technically. I'm very unsound technically, to be honest. The purpose of making these videos is to read, and if some people out there will listen and learn from these books. I will be reading out law books because I come from a law background. I have a little bit interest in law books, and I want to read out those books. Maybe by somehow some students or some professionals, they might like to hear it out sometimes in their leisure time. And it will also brush up on their law. I am also willing to read out kids books and any other business books. I might read any book that I get my hands on. So yes, so today I'll start my first video, and if you like my videos and if you're willing to listen to your favorite books, you can also mail it to me or post it to me, and then I'll find it out and read it out for you. Basically, yes, I'll be your reader. So today we will start with a law book, as I said. So we'll start with the very basics and small kind of books. I wouldn't say small, it's going on huge. And I will start. I'm from India, so I've studied my law in India, and so I have some old law books from India. I'll be reading it out. I am not particularly keen on reading Indian law, but I'm open to read other law books as and when I get it. But as of now, I have this book. It's called Arbitration and Conciliation Act of 1996. And I'll be reading out this book as much as possible. I'll be doing this videos in bits and pieces. And so here we are. Let's start. Right, I'll just put on another camera so that. Yep. So we'll start with the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996. So as I said, I'll just read on the books. If anybody is interested to listen, it would make me more than happy that somebody out there is listening and it's helpful to someone. So the introduction: arbitration, a useful complement to the judicial process, offers an alternative forum to the time-consuming and expensive court proceedings and ensures practical, inexpensive, flexible, and speedy resolution of disputes with the consensus of the parties. Indian law, with the introduction of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 that came into force with effect from 25th January 1996, is now treading the path walked upon by other developed nations. Greater autonomy has been provided and judicial interference has been limited to a narrower circumference than under the previous law. The Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 has repealed the Arbitration Act 1940 and also the Acts of 1937 and 1961, consolidated and amended the law relating to domestic arbitration, international commercial arbitration, and enforcement of foreign arbitral awards, and also defines the law relating to conciliation, providing for matters connected therewith and incidental thereto on the basis of the model law on international commercial arbitration awarded by the United Nations Commission on International Trade Law, UNICITRAL, in 1985. Arbitration in all forms is practiced in India, and the law now expressly recognizes institutional arbitration and permits ad hoc arbitration. An agreement to arbitrate should be in a written form and may or may not form part of the actual contract. Oh, I just forgot to say the book that I'm reading is published by Universal Law Publishing Company. Yeah, so that's it. So going ahead, objectives of the Act. Major changes have been brought in the new law to attract foreign investors by creating such circumstances so that they may have confidence in the system of commercial disputes resolution and enforcement of foreign awards in India. Some of the notable features of the Act are, firstly, to comprehensively cover domestic and international commercial arbitration and conciliation. Secondly, it provides for fair, transparent and efficient arbitral procedure. Thirdly, it provides for mandatory speaking award by arbitral tribunal. Fourthly, it minimizes the supervisory and interventionary role of the courts in the arbitral process. Finally, it provides that every final arbitral award is enforced in the same manner as if it were a decree of the court. Structure, scope and application of the Act. The Act contains 86 sections and 3 schedules and is divided into 4 parts. Part 1 deals with arbitration. Part 2 deals with enforcement of certain foreign awards, example, New York Convention awards, Geneva Convention awards. Part 3 deals with conciliation. Part 4 contains supplementary provisions relating to rule-making power of the High Court and the central government, including 3 schedules.